Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is David Novak. We'll see if I make it through this video. We are having a storm here in Chicago and the lights have flickered. The device will keep recording, but if the lights go off, that will end the video. I am going to start with a poem by the great D.H. Lawrence, one of my favorites, titled Snake. A snake came to my water trough on a hot, hot day, and I in pajamas for the heat to drink there. In the deep, strange scented shade of the great dark carob tree, I came down the steps with my pitcher and must wait, must stand and wait, for there he was at the trough before me. He reached down from a fissure in the earth wall in the gloom and trailed his yellow-brown slackness soft-bellied down over the edge of the stone trough and rested his throat upon the stone bottom, and where the water had dripped from the tap in a small clearness, he sipped with his straight mouth, softly drank through his straight gums into his slack, long body silently. Someone was before me at my water trough, and I, like a second comer, waiting. He lifted his head from his drinking, as cattle do, and looked at me vaguely, as drinking cattle do, and flickered his two-forked tongue from his lips, and mused a moment, and stooped and drank a little more, being earth-brown, earth-golden from the burning bowels of the earth on the day of Sicilian July, with Etna smoking. The voice of my education said to me, he must be killed, for in Sicily the black, black snakes are innocent, the gold are venomous. And voices in me said, if you were a man, you would take a stick and break him now and finish him off. But must I confess how I liked him, how glad I was he had come like a guest in quiet to drink at my water trough and depart peaceful, pacified, and thankless into the burning bowels of this earth. Was it cowardice that I dared not kill him? Was it perversity that I longed to talk to him? Was it humility to feel so honored? I felt so honored. And yet those voices, if you were not afraid, you would kill him. And truly I was afraid. I was most afraid. But even so, honored still more, that he should seek my hospitality from out the dark door of the secret earth. He drank enough and lifted his head dreamily as one who has drunken, and flickered his tongue like a forked night on the air, so black, seeming to lick his lips, and looked around like a god unseeing into the air, and slowly turned his head, and slowly, very slowly, as if thrice a dream, proceeded to draw his slow length curving round and climb again the broken bank of my wall face. And as he put his head into that dreadful hole, and as he slowly drew up, snake easing his shoulders, and entered farther, a sort of horror, a sort of protest against his withdrawing into that horrid black hole, deliberately going into the blackness and slowly drawing himself after, overcame me now his back was turned. I looked around. I put down my pitcher. I picked up a clumsy log and threw it at the water trough with a clatter. I think I did not hit him, But suddenly that part of him that was left behind convulsed in undignified haste, writhed like lightning, and was gone into the black hole, the earth-lipped fissure in the wall front, at which, in the intense still noon, I stared with fascination. And immediately I regretted it. I thought, how paltry, how vulgar, what a mean act. I despised myself and the voices of my accursed human education. And I thought of the albatross, and I wished he would come back, my snake. For he seemed to me again like a king in exile, uncrowned in the underworld, now due to be crowned again. And so I missed my chance with one of the lords of life. And I have something to expiate, a pettiness. So today, I'm not sure what day it is, but today is the day that President of the United States, Donald Trump, has sent troops into Washington, D.C. and federalized the police force. What is that but a pettiness, a gargantuan pettiness? And what indeed has been this entire regime but a pettiness? I'm going to read a poem by Juan Ramón Jiménez. To start, I'll give you a poor translation of it that I did in my youth. Now, I omit lines from the original poem because I was trying to get the rhyme in. So it is called October. As I was lying on the ground before the great plains of Castile, that the west sun in going down had swathed in yellow sadness still. And as the plow in parallel furrows opened up the earth, where reverential hand let fall the simple seed of simple worth, I thought of tearing out my heart, its lofty sentiments apart from this wide world's remove, and throwing it into the field to see if it with spring would yield a tree of pure, undying love. So now for the poem itself, much better than what I offered you. This is a marvelous anthology of European poems in translation. Octubre. Let me. I had a. Oh, here it is. It's hard to read here, and I'm better off with something so that I don't skip the lines. Octubre. Estaba echado yo en la tierra, enfrente del infinito campo de Castilla, que el otoño envolvía en la amarilla dulzura de su claro sol poniente. Lento el arado paralelamente abría el asa oscura, y la sencilla mano abierta dejaba la semilla en su entraña partida honradamente. Pensé arrancarme el corazón y echarlo pleno de su sentir alto y profundo, al ancho surco del terruño tierno, a ver si con romperlo y con sembrarlo, la primavera le mostraba al mundo el árbol puro del amor eterno. And so my question is, Will not somebody or some good people tear out their heart and throw it, pleno de su sentir alto y profundo, into the grand field, the field of political action, and rid us of these meddlesome fascists? The soil must needs be watered. I will close with a short poem from my book, Against Fascism, link in the description box to the Lulu site where you can obtain your own copy. This is titled, Hungry is the Gallows Tree. Hungry is the gallows tree for Trump and all his coterie. Let the ground receive them. Thank you for stopping by my channel.